Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm really pleased that you're here, and thank you for all those people that have subscribed so far, and I love all the comments that I'm reading. They're so lovely to read, and so thank you very much for those. Please give me a thumbs up today if you like what you see. Today I am participating in my Margarete Miller's challenge for the year. This is my cover and a couple of pages. That was week 7, I did that one, and today we're up to week 8. So for the challenge we have to, I hope you can see that, you have to do a person or people, a business card, anything related to the sea, a vegetable plant, a map, and a bonus, a charm. Well, I might not be able to find a charm. I'm not have a lot of those kind of things, so I'm going to have to see. So I have I thought I'd start off with the sea related thing, because I have this paper and I thought it was perfect for the sea theme, so I'm going to use that. Excuse me while I remove my clip that I've got my Margarete Miller challenge clipped to my book, so I don't lose them. So I'm just going to tear a bit off, just so it's not quite so big. So there's my sea, and I thought that in the sea maybe we could have a few things. So I've got a few things over here. Got a nice bright octopus, a couple of starfish, and we'll see what the other things are in a minute. So a person or a people. So I've got this person, she's resting on the beach looking at the sea, so I thought that would work well. I've just a business card. Well, I picked this business card mainly because it's got the same colours as that I'm using for the sea. Actually, it's the other way around. I found the business card, then I worked put the other things to match. So I thought, oh, she could be on the towel. That could be used as a towel. There she is resting on a towel on the beach. Mind you, the towel's a bit big, isn't it, really? Never mind. It's a big towel. A vegetable plant. So I've got, I think it's a Brussels sprout plant. So that's a vegetable plant. And I'm going to sort of like pretend it's like a bit of coral. So to complement that, I've actually got a piece of coral here as well. All of these images I got from what is it called? Extraordinary Things to Cut Out in Collage. Maria Rivens, excellent book for collage work. So using that. So I've got these images from there. This is the wavy pattern is from my stash, and the card is from a stash. A map. I've got a whole book of maps, and this is a sort of like an old map, because you can see the buildings, and they've done the paths and the ways to the places. And I just thought that would work well, because it's sort of the same sort of orange tones, and maybe it sort of looks a bit like the beach, maybe the sand of the beach at a push. So I think I might have to trim that a bit because it's a bit big. So I'm just gonna trim it down. This side I might take the edge off as well. This edging here, mind you, I quite like the edging. I think it makes just a tad more. Maybe on this side this time. Just a tad more. There you go. Just a little bit more. I like it to be even. I don't like things to be not even, unless it sort of fits. And I don't think it fits if you don't put it even. Okay, that's better. So there she is lying on the beach on her towel. So there's my map, person, and anything related to the sea. I've got quite a few things related to the sea, so I like to have a little collage on this side too, just to sort of complement what's on this side. So we've got the C. I might have to tear that to fit their work. I think there's a card maker coming out of me to sort of make it even. I don't know. Does that belong there as well, do you think? Perhaps the thinner bits. No, maybe I might have to take that off just on that side. Needs to sort of see the orange bit, I think, because to complement the orange bit over here. I think I just leave it like that. And maybe we can put the one of the starfish on this side. Like that. A charm. Yes, a charm. I don't know if I've got any charms. Forgot to get that out before. Something that could pass for a charm, maybe? I don't know. This is just not working for me this side today. This idea came from Liz from Buttons for Brains. She's a Scottish crafter and she did the Margarete Miller challenge last year. She's not doing it this year. And she had this idea of collaging this side just to make it look nice and having the collage, the main collage on this side. And I thought it looked really good and uncluttered, so that's why I thought I would do that this year. So I think that's sort of, still not happy with this one. I don't know why it's not working. I think it's because I've got the waves the wrong way around and I'm not happy with the waves being, can't put them that way, it just doesn't look like waves then. We'll try it that way. Try it that way, okay? Maybe you should put the waves on top, maybe that would look better. How come I'm spending more time on this one? That's the main collage over there. Alright. I don't know. Maybe it's just too big. And that's what the problem is. It's too big. It's too big. That's better. Oh, that's better. That's much better. And let's quickly have a look. But I don't think I've got any charms. I've got in my next to me I've got this tray of things. Let's have a look. Do I have, oh, got these little charms here. There's a key. Does a key really go? Possibly not. Got these little shiny heart things. They're a bit bulky. Don't know if I want them. Oh, I think I might have to use the key. I know you don't have to use the bonus, but I like to use the bonus. Perhaps we could have the key to Davy Jones' locker. You know that story about Davy Jones' locker being at the bottom of the sea where all this treasure is supposed to be? Let's do that. Let's use our imagination. Do I have any other keys? What's this? I think it's not really a charm, but I want another key on the other side. Maybe we should use that key because it's a bit thinner. Yeah, I'll see. I'll keep them both there. Put my little tray of goodies over here. We just have to glue them down. Hope you're all well today and doing some crafting. Always good to do some crafting. Any excuse. I see that Britain and I think it's the Netherlands, I'm not too sure if other countries have been affected by this huge storm that they've had over there. I was just reading, somebody was saying there's supposed to be a bigger one coming at the end of the week, and I think they had high winds, which is not usual for them. And something I think I heard on the radio this morning, it was something like 220,000 households without power. That's quite a few. And then there was just that horrible mudslide in Brazil that took a number of people, whole families. It's just awful. You know, I think that when people chop down trees and things like that, there's been quite a number of landslides in some of those poorer countries, but I think they just have to find somewhere to live and afford, and I think some of the deforestation has been caused because of they want the trees for timber and to make a living. It's hard for us to understand how some of these people are basically living day to day, hour to hour, with very little money, and living conditions are just harsh. I think we're very lucky to live in Australia, where we do. I know we've had some flooding in South Australia, it has caused a lot of damage, but excuse me, I just dropped my vegetable plant on the floor. Yeah, the damage was just done to roads. I'm not too sure if anybody did. I'm not too sure if somebody died or not. I can't remember. So my husband and I went to the cinema yesterday, to the pictures, to see Death on the Nile. I said to my husband, I don't know what it is about the Death on the Nile and the Murder on the Orient Express. It seems to be the most favourite books of movie makers to show on the big screen. And I don't know how many times we've seen Death on the Nile, various versions of it, but just yesterday's there's a Kenneth Branagh version. And, you know, for the first time, he sort of made Hercule Poirot a bit more human, had showed a bit more human side of him, which was really lovely, I thought, because I was a big fan of Agatha Christie books when I was younger, and I was never a big fan of Hercule Poirot books, but I really liked Miss Marple books, and I think it's because Hercule Poirot always come across as being pompous and is the word egotistical, you know, I'm the best, I've got the best brains, I can solve all these things. But anyway, so that was really lovely that he did that, and Kenneth Branagh himself plays Hercule Poirot, and the cinema, you know, like the sceneries of Egypt, how they did that was just beautiful. It was absolutely stunning, and I said to my husband, it was very clever how they showed a picture of the three pyramids. I think it's the three pyramids of Giza. I think it's Giza, not because my understanding is that they're really close to Cairo, because Cairo is growing and getting closer and closer to the pyramids, and how they managed to film those from above without showing Cairo as well. I thought it was really, really clever, and how they showed the Nile, it was just beautiful, absolutely stunning. Yeah, so that was a really enjoyable film. We just don't know how they can afford to keep running. I think there must have been about 8 people in the whole cinema to see this film. There were people going to see other films as well, but quite often with the films we choose to see, there's always not a lot of people in them in the cinema. So I think I might put the should I put him under there, because he's hiding away from the octopus. I think octopuses actually eat do they eat crabs, not starfish? Don't really. Isn't that terrible? I don't really know much about sea animals, really. There's my towel, my business card. There's a business card, see, from Lend-Lease. Lendlease is the company that developed our estate that we actually live in South Australia. Got an award in 2019, I think it might have been, for best master plan in Australia or South Australia. I'm not sure how wide the criteria was. Come up now because I've taken it up for the glue. So how have you all been? Good, I hope. I know some people have been sick with one thing and another, and yeah, just hope that nobody's had COVID, or if they've had COVID, that they haven't had serious repercussions. Is that the word? Serious symptoms from having that, because my there's that long COVID thing that people have got now that has affected their general well-being and health, and yeah, I think I understand how that feels, because sometimes I think whatever it was that attacked my lungs and caused me to have permanent scarring has just left me different. I don't think it's going to come out, that one there. I've got about 3 on the go here. This got lots of glue in it. Let's try this one, because I find it really annoying when the glue doesn't come out. So my eldest grandson was able to go back to proper class this week, and he's enjoyed that. He's found it a bit of a struggle getting back into routine because he's autistic, and he just has trouble dealing with emotions and things like that. So when things don't go to plan the way he thinks they should go, he just gets a bit upset. But on the whole, it's pretty good. Let's have a look. Do I need to do any highlighting? I think we need to highlight her, because she just seems a bit lost here around this side of where the map is. Oops. Right off the edge, Kay. Bit around there, just to, oops. Should have just left that alone, because the orange stands out quite well, actually, I think. And so does the things down here. Does anything else need to be done? Possibly not. That's not stuck down very well there. And there. Alright, what have I got? So we've got a person business card here, anything related to the sea. So I've got the sea itself, the octopus, and the coral and the starfish here, and the sea there as well. Vegetable plants, so I'm using the, is it a cabbage? Maybe it's, I can't really tell whether it's a cabbage or I think possibly it's a cabbage plant, but I'm using it as like a bit of a seaweed kind of plant, so that's good. And a map here, an really old map, because not that the map picture is old from the book itself that it came from, it wasn't old, but the map itself is old because it's pretty basic. Is that what I'm looking for? A basic map. So that's got there, and we've got the charms. So I'm going to use the keys, because you can probably use them like a charm, because they've got little hooks on them. So they're hoping that they mean the charms that you can use for journal, because I reckon you can put the key on a journal, no problem, and it will look good. So I'm using my old Tupperware stencil I've had for years. Got it when the girls were children, my grown-up daughters now, who are 36 and 34. I got that for them when they were that age, and then I think that when I was teaching I used to use it, because I used to teach 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds, so that was, I used it for that until I became a assistant principal, and then I taught up to 13-year-old, 14-year-olds. Oh, still not stuck down. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that looks alright. I think it sort of ties in together, the colours, and hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you do, and make a comment. That would be really fantastic. And hopefully you'll subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.